Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. My name is ALIAH MAISARAH binti Yuzwan and today I will be presenting my proofreading and editing analysis for assessment 2. For today's presentation, I will first introduce the document and its source. Then I will discuss the categories of errors found in the document, followed by example of language, content, and context errors. Finally, I will conclude with the main findings and reflection from these assignments. The document selected for this assignment is a business project proposal. I chose this document because it contains various language, content, and context errors that are suitable for proofreading analysis. The document was also obtained from my friend's assignment and was used for academic purposes. Next is the list of errors found in the document. Overall, I identify 11 categories of errors in this business project proposal. These categories include grammar, spelling, punctuation, capitalization, word choice, word form, word order, style, spacing, content errors, and context errors. And among all of these categories identified, grammar errors were the most common and appeared more frequently than the other types of errors throughout the document. Next, let's take a look at the example of language errors. The first language error is a style error, where it involved in the word flavors. In the document, the word flavors was used in American English spelling, while the rest of the document generally follows British English conventions. So, the word flavors should be changed to flavors to actually maintain the consistency throughout the proposal. And the second example is a spelling error, where it involved in the word entrepreneurships. The word was misspelled in the document, which may also affect the professionalism and credibility of the business proposal. And the third example is a spacing error found in the stationery list, written as pen, pencil, ruler. Standard English formatting actually requires a space after each comma. So by adding spaces, it actually can help to improve readability and make the list easier to understand. Another language error is a word form error. The proposal used the phrase business strategics. However, the word strategics here is actually not the correct noun form in this context. The correct term is the business strategies, which is the standard expression that are used in business writing. The next example is a word choice error. The phrase in a rather more objective and practical manner actually contains unnecessary wording. The words rather more can make the sentence sounds very awkward and less concise. So by simplifying the phrase, it can actually help to improve the overall clarity. The proposal also contains words order error in the phrase it also will. In English grammar, adverbs such as also are normally placed after modal verbs like will. So, the correct form should be it will also. The document also contains grammar, punctuation, and capitalization errors. For grammar, the phrase in the document where meet that required standard should be corrected to meet the required standard. The definite article the is needed because this sentence refers to a specific standard. While for punctuations, a comma should be placed before the phrase such as because it introduces examples. This can actually help to separate the main idea from the supporting informations. Lastly, the phrase DIY Korean style toast contains capitalization errors. The word DIY should be written in capital letters because it is an abbreviation, while Korean should be capitalized because it is a proper noun. Next are the context errors identified in the proposal. The first examples involve consistency. The proposals includes a website address, but the marketing strategy mainly focuses on TikTok and Instagram. So, since social media platforms are presented as their primary marketing channels, including a website address can create an inconsistency in the overall marketing approach. Next, the second example relates to relevance. The proposal includes personal information such as identity cards numbers and home addresses. This information does not contribute to evaluating the business idea and is therefore unnecessary in a formal business proposal. Moving on to content errors. The first content error is the phrase leading pioneer. This is a content clarity error because the words leading and pioneer actually have similar meanings. A pioneer is already someone who is among the first or most influential in a particular field. So, by using both words together, it actually can create redundancy. A clearer correction would be a pioneer. Next, the second content error involves the phrase 20 years. This is a content consistency error because age should be presented in a complete and consistent format throughout the documents. The phrase 20 years is incomplete, whereas 20 years old clearly indicates a person's age and follows the standard way of presenting age information. In conclusion, this analysis actually helped me to identify various language, content, and context errors in a business project proposal. I also discovered issues related to grammar, spelling, punctuation, content clarity, and contextual relevance that affected the overall quality of the documents. And although I initially found it difficult to differentiate between content and context errors, I have managed to develop a better understanding through the practice and consultations. Overall, this assignment improved my proofreading and editing skills. And that is all from me. Thank you.